Okay, so today, as I said, today is our last session. So in this last session, just we are going to recall the past 6 days session. Okay, what are all the things you guys learned in the past 6 days? Okay, yesterday I have shown you a demo on the things what are all we learned so far, right? So that is what this demo website is about. Okay, so hope you guys are also tried, right? I have seen in the WhatsApp group and few people shared with me personally also. Okay, it is great to look those outputs. You have tried your best and you got the output also. Okay, I'm very happy about it. So you guys are tried in your way. Okay, thank you so much for your interest. So yesterday, so far we have discussed those things. This navigation bar was not done yesterday, right? So my system is not loaded correctly and it is not showed in the horizontal navigation bar also, right? So there is no any mistake in this code display in inline block. So due to some connectivity issue, my system has not thrown that output properly. Okay. So see now what is displaying, right? The home, contact us, over, our team, support, and all, right? So this is very simple. I have given the list format. What are all the list I want to display here? Home, contact us, our team, support. So these are all the list I want to display here. Just I have mentioned in my HTML home, contact us, our team, support. Okay, just I have added some other styling properties here. Okay, list style type none is, it will not show you that 1 2 3 bulleting points and all, right? For ordered list it will show you the 1 2 3 and all. For unordered list it shows you the bulleting points, right? So this list style type colon none will not display any bulleting points and number here. Okay, this is background color. I have given background color for the each list items white. Okay, I have specified a width saying 200 pixels here and the text align is center. Okay, see in each block this text is displayed in the center part of the block. Okay, this display inline block, this is giving you the sequential order or in the horizontal border. It is nothing but display the list. Okay, what are all the list I have specified? Display in an inline block. Inline block is nothing but in a line. Okay, inline is nothing but in a line. So this is what here displaying. Okay, the next part is about hover. List colon hover. Li is list colon hover is when I hover this particular block or a particular list, what I have mentioned here, change the background color into aqua. Okay, by default I have specified background color in white. Okay, when I hover is nothing but just I move the cursor to that particular block, change the background color to aqua and the text color into white. Okay, and the text color in white. So this is what the list items and the hovering event for your list. Okay, this is nothing but what? Horizontal bar. Okay, this is what we have discussed yesterday. Just today also we are going to discuss about the see what are all the elements, what are all the things we have discussed so far in the past 6 days. Just I have created another web page for this. Okay, here also I have the same. I have created some other horizontal navigation bar with two more items. Okay, address and reaches I have added additionally here. So here from the past 6 days, what are all the things we learned? I have mentioned in a paragraph tag. Okay, I have mentioned in the paragraph tag. Let me show you the code also. This is day7.html. Okay, the first. Okay, I have created a style external style sheet, right? I have linked with my HTML file. Okay, this is the specification of external CSS. How we are specifying the external CSS? We need to create a separate CSS file with extension saying CSS.css. To link, I have used a link tag here. The relationship between the HTML tag and this document is style sheet. Okay, the reference for this HTML document is styles.css. The reference is nothing but it displays you the file name. Okay, we have to mention the file name here under this href. Okay, then the body part. Okay, the body part, for the body I have given background color and the background image. Okay, yesterday we have discussed how to display the background image, right? So for that, the property is nothing but background hyphen image colon URL. Okay, inside that URL you have to specify the file name and the extension of that particular file. Okay, if you are specifying only the file name and the extension, means what you have to do means you have to keep this image file in your folder. Which folder you are accessing for your HTML document, you have to insert that in the particular folder. See, this bi.png have kept in this HTML folder, right? Which folder you are accessing for your HTML document, you have to insert that particular file inside that document or inside that folder. Okay, this is what about this gives you the background color. Okay, so just I'm removing the background color because background color will not applicable here. Why? We have specified the background image there. Okay, if you give background color means it will give you the background color alone. Okay, just see it gives you the background color. Okay, when you insert along with the background color a background image means it will overlap with that. Okay, it doesn't show you the background color, it shows you the background image. Okay, it will get overlap. Okay, then there is no need of this background color. If you want background color only means you can specify background hyphen color. If you want background image means just specify background image along with URL saying that which file you are going to access with this web page, right? Okay, next part is about h1. This h1 is nothing but this is a very first tag, and this gives you the font size a very larger heading. It shows you in the larger heading, right? So h1, I have mentioned h1 heading tag here. For that I have mentioned a background color saying white and the text align in center, and I have specified height, font size, so and so. Okay, so that is what is playing in the headings from day 1 to day 6 heading. Okay, just I have given web development. Sorry, heading is here, right? Web. So this is what the background color for H1 I have given white, the text align in center, right? Then the third one is I have given 50 pixels height, font size is about 25 pixels, and the heading is about web development for beginners. So this is what comes in the heading. Okay, what is next? I have given ordered list. Okay, I have given 6 different lists here. One is home, contact us, our team, support, address, reaches. Okay, so in your web page, how many list or how many menu items you need, you can just create like this. Okay, so I have specified order list. So since it is an order list, I am not getting any 1, 2, 3 and all here, because in the styles we have mentioned the list type none. Okay, the list type is none, so it will not mention you the any 1, 2, 3 for this list items, right? Then what is next? I have created 6 different paragraphs here from day 1 to day 6. Okay, this is 6 different paragraphs I have used. So for that I have inserted a table. Okay, what is the use of table inserting here is, okay, if you want, okay, by default if you give the paragraph tag means what will happen, it will display you one by one, right? If you are blindly giving a paragraph means how it will displays one by one, right? One another one. Okay, what is the mentioning the use of table is inside the table. Okay, the tr is nothing but in a row. Okay, in a row I'm just displaying 2 paragraphs. Okay, if you want to display 2 paragraphs inside a row, okay, inside one row I'm wanted to display 2 paragraphs. So if you want to display any specific terms like in a sequential order in a row, you want to display 2 different paragraphs or two different lists how we have displayed yesterday. See, yesterday we have displayed list, okay, in a particular row. In one row I have displayed all the four rows, right? All the four datas in a row I have displayed all the four datas here. So similarly, instead of list I have mentioned paragraphs here. Okay, for that just open a table tag. Okay, I need a row. Inside that row I am displaying two data. Okay, inside the data just mention whatever the paragraph you need. Okay, this will gives you in the expected output. Okay, so I have given only two datas here, right? It is giving you two datas in a particular row. If you want, you can give the third row also, sorry, third data also. See, just I have copied the second one and I have pasted down below. See, it will gives you like this. Okay, similarly, if you can adjust the height and width according to the screen. Okay, that will replicate here. Okay, hope you guys understand and follow me. Okay, similarly I have given six paragraphs. Okay, six paragraphs I have given. For each paragraph I have mentioned some other styles. Okay, for my first paragraph I have given text decoration colon underline. What is this text decoration? It will gives you the underline. See, my day one is underlined here. For my h3 I have given text decoration underline. Okay, what is next? Text align. I have given text align is center. See, it is displayed in the center of your paragraph. Okay, what next? Text transform. What is this text transform does? It transform your default text into the specified text. What I have the value specified here, uppercase. Okay, it transforms your default value into uppercase. Okay, I have specified for all six headings from day 1 to day 6. I have given uppercase. Okay, then what is next? I have given a paragraph tag here. Okay, for that paragraph I have given background color as white and the border style is double. Okay, border is nothing but inside the paragraph it gives you the border, right? So that is what about it. Okay, border hyphen style is double. You can change according to whatever you want. Okay, just change it. I have changed it into dashed. Okay, see, it gives you like dashed border. Okay, so this is what about I have done in the first paragraph. Just I have copied all the styles to the upcoming paragraphs also, to the next 5 paragraphs also. Okay, so this is what I have done. So from yesterday and today, so far I have discussed, I have recalled what are all the tags and styling properties we have discussed. Okay, you can also try along with the styles and HTML tags also. Okay, I have used what type of the CSS I have used here. I have used inline CSS. Okay, I have used inline CSS. Okay, what is the disadvantage of this inline CSS is, see, I have used 6 different paragraphs right here. Okay, what I have done, all the heading properties, all the paragraph styling properties, I have copied each and every time. Okay, though I am following the same styling properties, right? But what I have done here, I have copied. Okay, 6 times I am copying the same and pasting here. For this only we have another CSS properties like internal and CSS. Okay, what you can also do here, you can also specify this h3 in your styles. Okay, you just copy all the styling properties in one place. Okay, you can do that in a single place, is it? That is what this external CSS will do, right? Okay, just mention the h3 here. Okay, just I'm copying all the styling properties I am putting inside to this. Okay, okay, so this is the property I am using to all the 6 settings, right? Okay, then here no need to mention it. Just I am removing whatever the styles I have given there. because I have specified in my style sheet. It is already linked with my HTML document. Okay, I have removed all the styling properties for my h3 heading tag. Okay, instead of that, I have created a separate CSS file which is already there. I've just given the tag. Okay, the tag element. What is the tag element here? H3. Whereas this H3 is named as selector in CSS. Okay, so it is replicating the same thing. Okay, because I have mentioned only one time here. Okay, it will replicating to all the H3 tags whichever I have mentioned in my HTML document. Similarly, for the paragraph also, the style, background color, border style, okay, all the things are same to other paragraphs also, right? That is also we can create here. Okay, just P is my selector. Okay, inside this, just doing Control X and I am pasting here. Okay, and I am pasting here. What it does, wherever we have mentioned paragraph tag in the linked HTML file, it will replicate the style. Is it? So just I'm removing the styling properties inside the element. Okay, I have removed all the styling properties for the paragraph tag. Okay, instead of that, I have mentioned in my CSS file. Okay, that will replicate the same. Okay, if you want to change any styling property to your h3 tag and the paragraph tag, what you need to do, you can just change this single file alone, right? Instead of what if I mentioned here means what you have to do, you have to change that styling property to each and every tags wherever you have mentioned 6 times you have to change. So instead of that, you can change only one file here. Okay, that will be it will save you lot of time, right? Okay, if your text decoration is underlinements, you don't want this underline means you can just remove this, you can ignore in this one place only. Okay, if you want the text align in the left means you can change left. See, it gives you in the left side. Okay, if you want in the right side, okay, you can just specify right in only one space. Okay, only one location. Okay, this one file. Okay, this is sufficient to you, right? If you don't want this uppercase to all the heading means you can remove this, or if you want the lower case, you can give in only one place. Okay, this one place is enough to change whatever the style you want. Okay, this is all about external CSS. Or else if you want, sir, I'm using only one styling property to the entire document, so what you can do, you can specify internal CSS. Okay, you can specify internal CSS along with style tag in the top of the HTML. Okay, this is all about the specification of CSS, inline CSS, external CSS, and internal CSS. So these are all about the so far we have discussed in the 6 days. Okay, so one thing, this style.css is there, right? So in future, if you are using the same list and list over h3 paragraph to some other HTML web pages also, okay, you can refer the same CSS file in whatever web page and whatever HTML document you want. You can use the same file. Okay, along with that you can add n number of selectors here. Whatever the selector style you want, you can just give the selector name and you can use the same file. Okay, you can use the same file to the all HTML documents. The only thing is that particular CSS will be in the, it should be in the same folder. Okay, it should be in the same HTML folder which you have created. Okay, and the file extension should be as usual .css. This is all about CSS, and these are all the things so far we have discussed. Okay, hope you guys are able to understand what are all the things we have learned, and I have just implemented like a web page here. Okay, so what is next? You guys are learned, sir. I have learned what is web design, what is website, what is web application, and those things, right? What is next? Okay, up to this I in my this day 7th session and the last session. So let me take some more minutes to explain some other things regarding the sessions, right? So so far you guys are learned about HTML, CSS, and how to create your web page. Okay, you guys are learned about that. Okay, what is next, sir? So what I have to do with this? Okay, the very first thing is you have created your web page, right? But what is the only thing is, see, it gives you the URL here, right? C colon slash user slash Hari slash documents. Okay, if I give the URL to you guys means you will not get the whatever the web page I have created here, right? Isn't it? You are not able to view this particular web page in your system because it is only accessible in my system. Okay, it is specified my system's URL and the file name whatever I have created, right? So this will be the next step. So how to give this HTML document to globally access? Okay, what we have created is web page. Okay, the web page is renamed to website when you post, when you publish your web page. Whereas come the website concept. Okay, when your web page is posted or published, okay, then it is called as website. Okay, then it is called as website. Okay, so this thing we are going to see in the next level. Okay, next level is nothing but in our organization we are just planning to give the level 2 session. Okay, in the HTML and CSS we are planning to conduct level 2 session. Okay, in this level 2 we are going to discuss about how to host your web page. Okay, how to host your web page and how to give the domain name for your web page. Okay, what is domain name? Domain name is nothing but when you type it as www.facebook.com, it will shows you the Facebook page, right? So whereas the domain is come, domain is nothing but Facebook. In that facebook.com, Facebook is the domain. They have created a domain saying Facebook and they have interconnected whatever the pages they have created with that domain name. Okay, let me explain you once again. The domain name is Facebook. They have linked whatever the pages they have created, they have linked with the Facebook domain. Okay, they have created in the local system, they have published into a website or a web application or a mobile application. The same code whatever they have created, that is replicated in a website. When you type as www.facebook.com, it will shows you the Facebook page. When you download in the Play Store application, it will shows you the what mobile application for the facebook.com, isn't it? So these are all the things how to publish your created web page. Okay, the localized web page we are going to access dynamically. You can give your own domain name to your web page. Okay, that will be replicated to your website. Okay, anyone can, once you share with anyone, they can view your website. Okay, they can view your web page. Okay, this is what we are planning to conduct on level 2. Okay, the very first thing we are going to discuss about in the level 2, we are going to discuss about how to publish or how to host your created web page globally. Okay, I'm going to explain you about how to host your website. The second thing, so little bit a step forward about HTML and CSS. Okay, when the little forward comes, I'm going to explain you about how to create form. Mobile number, country, state, so and so, right? So how to create the registration forms using this HTML. Okay, I'm going to explain you in the next level. Okay, what is next? So in the screen you are seeing this navigation bar, right? Home, contact us, our team, support, address, reach us. Okay, so I'm going to explain you about buttons, how to give you buttons in the HTML. Okay, right? So on click of this home, you have to display only the home contents, whatever you have created, right? On click of contact us, you have to display only the contact field. On click of our team, you have to display only what? Our team, whatever the content you have created for this our team. So those things, okay, how to create a button, how to link the content with your buttons using the buttons. Okay, these are all the things we are going to discuss in the level 2. Okay, a little bit forward to the HTML and CSS. Okay, if you guys are really interested to take participate in that level 2, so you guys are mostly welcome. Okay, the registration link and the poster will be posted in our WhatsApp group. Okay, keep watching our WhatsApp group. We will be posting the content. Okay, so the seats are very limited. Okay, we are giving only limited seats. Okay, you can make use of it and grab this opportunity, guys. You guys are learned a very basic things. Okay, I have clearly explaining you from the day 1 to day 7. You guys are learned very basic things about HTML and CSS. Okay, if you are really interested to learn further a little bit forward about this HTML and CSS and how to host your website, or okay, so these are all the things we are going to conduct in the level 2. Okay, the level 2 session will be on September 7th. Okay, the level 2 session will be on September 7th. Okay, I request all the participants, if you guys are really interested to learn a little bit forward about this HTML and CSS means, okay, you can make use of it. Okay, so I have explained you about the what is the level 2 will be and what are the contents for the level 2 also, right? So what is the use of learning this level 2 means, you will be a little bit more clarity. We will get a little bit more clarity about from basic level to the next level. Okay, you will have a little bit more knowledge from basic level to the next level. That will help you in the interviews and the corporate manners. Okay, in the corporate, when you are moving to a website developer or a web developer in the corporate, the next level of contents will definitely help you for the interview perspectives. Okay, sir, what do you mean if I learn this basic I am not able to attend the interview? Is it? No, definitely not like that. You can attend the interview, we can definitely pass with the interview. Okay, for the basic level they will ask whatever the things I have explained you. Okay, the questions will be in whatever the things we have discussed, but you have to survive in the industry, right? So if you have a prior knowledge to the basic level means we can definitely achieve your goal in the designation saying web developer or a website developer or a web designer, whatever you have interested role you have selected. Okay, the level 2 will definitely explain, I will be definitely explaining you a prior knowledge to survive in the industry and how the things are moving in the industry. That will be we are going to discuss in the level 2. Okay, hope